Good morning. It's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I always have those moments. We were talking about that yesterday with my kids. I'm like, what day of the month is it? We're like, the 26th? The 20th? I mean, they're in school too, so I don't know. It was just funny. So today's Wednesday. It's 29th of September. Holy smokes, it's already the end of the month. And we're getting into Q4, end of the year. We'll be here quickly. And all of the holidays and whatnot, but it's exciting, really great news. And I'm walking on a road today, not on a road, on a sidewalk, on the side of the road. I have a doctor's appointment, and I thought, how can I do this? But there's really nowhere else to walk so that I'm on time at 9:30. So here we are. Hopefully, I picked the quietest road I could find. So this week we've been talking about vision. Is there a song? I don't know. I feel like there's an 80s song. Anyway, and we started to talk about what's vision, why is vision important, some strategies on how can we start to create a vision for our life and our business, how can we really get to thinking ahead, creating a life we want versus reacting to what happens in our circumstances. And every day of the week for Morning Mindset, it's really, I'm doing a different angle on our topic. And today is about action. How do you take action? And this morning, I was listening to Abraham Hicks. It's one of my favorite meditations in the morning. And I like to just listen to their YouTube videos. And they were talking about contrast. And the contrast is knowing what we don't want, being in the what is not wanted area, what is not wanted space. And I was thinking about how can we take action and apply that to vision. And it's really about getting clear on and clarity. So sometimes when we're like, but Jessica, I don't know what my vision is. And we're in going, I know I don't want this. I know I don't want that. But that's really not focusing on our vision. It's really not focusing on what we do want. It's focusing on all the things we don't want. So they really were talking about clarity this morning and saying, what if all you do, instead of, if you're really feeling like I feel stuck in my body, like I feel like I'm in my physical sensations for stuckness or frustration is feeling like what a straitjacket must feel like and like moving around in it, but my arms aren't free or I can't move freely. That's my physical interpretation of stuckness. So whatever yours feels like. So when I'm feeling that, instead, a lot of traffic this morning, instead of saying, oh, I need to get unstuck, I need to understand what I do want, perhaps the thing you can create or ask yourself is, how can I create clarity? What will give me clarity on what I want versus what do I want? So if you're noticing you're in what we would call the contrast, in the focusing on what you don't want, and don't judge it because we need to know what we don't want to create what we do want. Good morning. And that's the first step sometimes. I don't know. Okay, I don't want this. I don't want this. Okay, I'm in that straitjacket. I'm feeling those feelings of stuckness, maybe frustration. What do I know? Okay, I know these things I don't want. Okay, how can I get clarity? So what creates clarity for you? Is it going for a walk? Is it taking action by doing a task, reaching out to someone, having a conversation? You know, sometimes it's creating a post to talk about things that are on your mind. Sometimes it's, oh gosh, it's just doing something, journaling, writing it out, doing the plan and taking a step in it. And when we sit in the question of how can I create clarity versus what do I want, it's almost like the first step when we're feeling stuck. Oh, I'm feeling stuck. Great. How do I get clarity first? And in the clarity, in the question of how do I create clarity, we can find what do I want? What's on the other side of this clarity for me? And the other invitation I have this morning is to really notice when your thought or your, how do I say this? If you're saying, I don't know a lot. So I am a massive I don't knower. I don't know. And so I'll ask, what do I know? And start there. And then it's a real practice for me in shifting my I don't know-ness. What do I know? How can I get clarity? And what if I did know? What if I had a magic wand and I knew? What's the first instinct that pops up for me? Because the other thing I heard this morning with Abraham was a belief is the thought you just keep thinking. So all of a sudden I believe I don't know because, my gosh, I say I don't know verbally a lot. I say it in my mind a lot. I say it in my soul, in my heart a lot. Good morning. And that's a belief I'm creating. And I think of beliefs for me as a tire in a rut, like a tire, a vehicle with one tire stuck in a rut. And when I keep thinking, I don't know, that tire just keeps spinning. And guess what happens? It gets deeper in that rut. It just reinforces and reinforces. Yeah, you're right, Jessica, you don't know. So I lean into some trust. And for me, trust is my word, like one of my words, my core words. Because what if I did trust myself? What did I trust taking a step and not worrying about outcomes? What if I trusted others? What if I trusted the universe and the process that all things are working out for me? Good morning. And really what could be created from that place? And it's a practice. This is a very mindful practice. So all of this to say, how can you create action in your vision today? What would that look like for you? If you're feeling stuck, frustrated, confined, restraint, great. That's great. It's a great place to be because it's a start. Knowing what you don't want, asking, how can I create clarity? What if I did know what I wanted? How can I figure this out? How can I take one action today to support a journey for clarity, a journey for vision? And without judgment, because we don't always know what we want, and that's okay. But figuring out gets to be a process and a practice too. And I mean, if you already know all of this, if you're clear on your vision, like mad props. I'm gonna cross the road real quick. Make sure I don't get hit by a car. So if you're doing these exercises and you're like, yeah, I'm clear, amazing. What action can you take in your vision today? One action today that supports the vision you are creating for your life. Yeah, that's what I got for you today. I hope you have an incredible Wednesday.